little breather tomorrow for the players, but today was a spirited practice, and I think we got a lot out of it.
Coach Shelby Harris just said he plays a lot of Madden. He thinks he might be the best offensive coordinator that he knows.
Shelby?
I'm not on Shelby specifically.
My friend Shelby?
Yeah, but how many times have you had players that had play suggestions, whether it's based on Madden or something they saw in their little brother's high school game, or just over the years?
Well, occasionally, but those games, as you know, help the knowledge of our players. I remember being in Jacksonville. Fred Taylor was a big Madden player, and he credits it with helping him know that much more about pass protection because he had to be a defensive coordinator at times. So there's some definite benefits.
What do you think of Case Keenum so far through 5 days?
I think Case is really working hard. I think our players are rallying around him. He's got a terrific work ethic, so it's been very positive. I feel like we've made improvements each of these initial days.
How much is this ball placement a big part of what he does?
Well, he was terrific in college, as we know. Looking at his stats and his film when he was at the University of Houston, he had it then. What he demonstrates today and has demonstrated his entire career is anticipation, ball placement. He knows when to change speeds to make it more catchable for receivers on various routes, and he knows when to have to really frozen rope it, and drill it in there. So those are innate qualities of his.
It seems like he's getting a lot of up for making the big catches back there, but
Did you say Sutton?
Yeah, I said it's Case putting it in a spot where only he can get it.
He is. We talk about altitudes and placement. You're right, so we can minimize the risk of the defenders getting their hands on those footballs.
Bill, there's some practices where we come away saying, Paxton still inconsistent, still fighting it, and then a practice like today, looked like he did some special things there.
He did. We've just got to keep building. All of us, not just Paxton, but we've all got to keep building and isolating and identifying what we do well and then hanging our hats on those. Paxton has some tremendous qualities, so again, we're all working together with all of our players to find their strengths, and then we'll play to those respective strengths.
For somebody like Paxton, who's first couple years has had some ups and downs.
Yeah, he's young. He's young. I don't know, what they have, 8 plays at Memphis?
Right.
He's young.
How much is his confidence your responsibility? How much is his responsibility?
Well, we go hand in hand. We're all in it together, as you know. So we work together. We feel like there's good synergy and collaboration. So all of us take pride in being good teachers and good students at the same time.
The quarterback group as a whole has avoided the big mistakes throughout the first few days of camp. What do you attribute that to?
Well, we've made some mistakes. I don't mind mistakes because it gives you a chance to learn and improve. When we throw the ball and there's somebody wide open out there in the flat, that doesn't really turn my crank. I like for guys not to be, we all like for guys not to be open, and then we can train the quarterback on what to do when it's not there. That's part of spring and summer. So then when we get in the games and we're playing Seattle and it's not there, it's not the first time it's happened, and we can salvage the play or move on in our progression, pull it down and run. So it's always fun to have success against the defense because it is competitive that we're like that. But when it's not there, that's good training for those birds.
Has there been a common thread for you mentoring young quarterbacks across the years, or is each guy different in how you approach that process?
I think all of us as teachers, or coaches, we have our routines, we have our buzzwords that we probably learned from our respective coaches, so I definitely utilize those. Those are common, but everybody is different. I think you need to customize it and tailor it, to every individual player, like you said.
When you have 8 plays offensively, is that a playbook or is that a pamphlet?
Oh, you're probably right. It might just be one sheet, 8 squares.
Bill, do these quarterbacks, do they know your history at all in the game? Do they remember when you won the Golden Helmet Award? When did you win?
I barely remember that.
Remember the year?
Gosh, I don't know. Over 30, I know that.
Any plays from there that you could put in this playbook?
Some of them have withstood the test of time, that's for sure. But these guys are a super group. Chad Kelly has made tremendous strides from a year ago. Of course, he was injured with his wrist, but we like what he's doing out on the field, too. They're going to stub their toe a bunch because they're young, and we're all young. It's our first year in the system, so we've got to keep climbing and keep learning from all of our miscues.
You mix up those running backs every day.
Yeah, it's a terrific group. The guy who looks really good, I think, initially is our guy D'Angelo, nicknamed Hop. He's come back a little bit lighter than in the spring. You know, he's gone 5 or 6 weeks, and I feel like he has really done a nice job, much better than, and he was doing a good job in the spring too. So it's a very deep group.
Circling back to Cortland Sutton, you started to kind of get excited about the type of weapon he can be for you.
Well, definitely, he's working hard at it too. He has his mistakes that we got to correct, and he's continued to work to embrace the playbook. The sooner he learns the entire concept and not just one position, the more we can move him around so people don't prey on him or cloud to him or roll to him and try to take him out of the equation.
Did you expect him to have this much of an impact this early?
Well, I know that we were so excited to get him. We were just amazed that he was there when it was our turn to pick, and we're hoping, for big things from him. He's going to be young, and I know he's going to, improve as he goes along. He's definitely still young, but it's fun to work with young guys who have that drive and desire like he does.
To piggyback off that, you have a ton of talented wide receivers this year, a lot of under-the-radar guys, Cortland Sutton, and even Deshaun Hamilton, who's found himself very consistent in practice. What are your thoughts on some of these young guys competing for a spot?
We enjoy all of them. I think Timmy Patrick has had a couple good days from Utah. River Craycraft has been showing up. John Diar's from TCU. We've got a good young group there, and they're getting better each and every day.
How Larry and Beldier held up through the first couple of days after missing the offseason?
Yeah, he's in there for a limited number of snaps. Not a long stretch, but we're working through his knee and getting him back into football shape. You're talking about Ron Leary, correct? Yeah.
Follow up on Beldier, same issue.
Same issue. Those guys getting them back in football shape. I like the way that first group looks when they're in there, and then we want to keep them working together so they can have good collaboration and they can really work as a unit. That's the key for the O-line. All 5 of those guys working together, not individually.
Bill, when you install, is it something where it's a fine line between confusing them too much and giving them enough that's on their plate to succeed?
Well, we definitely want to stretch them to find out who can handle it, and then we can tailor or scale back, our lesson plans. But we're 5 days into it now, and we have 7 total days with our system. So we're 5/7 of the way through. We're going to take a little breather tonight, breather tomorrow, and then kick it back in gear for a couple more install periods Friday and Saturday.
How does
Time for a couple more guys? Young guys, Schlottman and Jones at center.
Yeah.
Today.
Yep. Just looking for those guys. The center's an important position. Can never have enough guys on campus that can snap the ball. So those guys are good candidates. Of course, Austin played it at TCU's, played a lot of football, a lot of starts. Sam's played a little bit at ASU, but love the way Sam plays football. So looking to cross-train him, both at guard and center.
How's McGovern looking at right guard?
Good. Connor's playing well, and again, there's another cross-train candidate between center and guard.
Last one here, James.
When you looked at putting this together with Case in mind, what all did you look at? Do you go all the way back to Houston? Do you go all the way back to the University of Houston? When you look at all that, what stuck out consistently or changed in his game that you said we should kind of try to do this, we should implement maybe this?
Well, it's pretty consistent. The thing about Case, even though he's not a 6'5" guy, he still throws well from under center, which is good because we want to run the ball from under center, but we don't want to be predictable when we're under center that we're 99% run and 1% pass. So he's been able to do that ever since he was in high school and college. He just has a knack for it, which is a strong trait, and then he can throw on the run really well, on the move, on the run. He can process what he sees and make good decisions. So that's been consistent, and we love that trait. Yes.
What trait do you hope the rest of this offense takes from Case? He has such a calm way about him. So
Yeah.
What's the most relatable attribute you want this offense to take from him?
Well, I think being even-keeled and not getting too giddy when we have our triumphs, and, of course, not going in the tank when we stub our toe, just playing clean football. We have enough playmakers out there, and they're young. They've got a lot of juice that if we get them their touches, good things are going to happen. We've just got to maintain our concentration and stay focused. And I think, that's the way Case is. So it'd be great if the other 10 guys reflected that.
Thanks, Bill.
Thanks.